We are in the inner space Cavern, Georgetown, Texas. Pasok na kami sa loob. And si nanay, ano po? First time ni nanay pupunta ng cave. So, sana hindi siya matakot. Okay, today is April 11, 2014. Pasok na kami sa loob ng cave. Tour na to is tinatawag na adventurers. It's almost $20.
Very low up here, guys.
So we are inside a cave.
Family pictures, whatever you want to call it. With these pictures, you don't have any obligation to them. You don't even have to look at them when we get up top. All I ask is that you take a picture just so it looks like I'm doing my job right. So if you guys could help me out with that, that would be awesome. And if you did want to get one, they don't look bad. I am an awesome photographer, so one. So you don't want to. Wow. So everybody. A little bit more for me, guys. I want to get everybody in the back in this area. No. Okay, so right above us you can see all of this rock. This is all Edwards limestone, and it gets that name because it's limestone, and when the water comes through it, it goes directly beneath us into Edwards Aquifer. So that's how it gets its name. It makes up most of our cavern, so throughout the tour it will be peeing on you. So we call it Cave Kiss, and it's worth about 7 years of good luck. So that's what all of this is. Back here you can see several different types of formations. Now the way we get that stuff, when it rains up top, the water mixes with some of the chemicals in the soil, creates a weak carbonic acid. When the water acid mixture gets down to the limestone, which is mainly made up of a mineral called calcite, the acid will actually dissolve some of the calcite out and the water will bring it in. Okay guys, since we're such a large group, you're not going to be able to see everything exactly right now in this. And how that happens is when a lot of people come through here and touch it, the oils and dirt on their hand will leave a waxy film on the formation, and it'll make it to where it's pretty much waterproof. So the water will not stick on this formation.
Gusto ka mahawak, Nay? Pwede. Hawak na. Hawak na. Yes, nanay.
That's where all the babies are. What they do is they leave and enter through the same entrance we do. When they leave, they'll eat about 3/4 of their body weight in mosquitoes, and then they'll come down and sleep like this for about 3 to 4 days. Then they'll keep doing that process over and over again. Now, for those of you that don't think they are real, see that give it a move.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, it's moving.
So they are real. We don't just glue them up there. But that's where
Ay, murag kuan, insect.
can everybody kind of see it?
Sa taas na, sa dingding, Nay.
Want to take a look at it? Feel free to do
Ito,
that.
Nay, oh. Lapit tayo, Nay.
I'm going to squeeze like
Wala namang ilaw. Ayan, Nay, oh.
Ay, kabog.
Kabog. Kabog.
forms. It still forms with water and calcite like all the other formations. The only difference is the way the water comes down. So the way this forms is actually by a stream. So if you want to kind of imagine it, if you were to hold a sponge above your head like this and you squeeze it, all of that water actually runs off your elbow in a stream. That's very similar to how the water comes down to form this formation right here. So that's how we get this. And we actually like to call it the big Texas chip and dip because we got a big chip here. I'm getting some queso right down there. And if you didn't already know, Texas did actually used to be a shallow ocean. So all of the brownish rock right up here is actually fossilized coral, fossilized shrimp, and clam burrow. So that's what all of this rock is right up here. This room here is called our breakdown room, and it's called that because of this crack right up here. This is a fissure that runs off the volcanic fault line, and just like this used to be that shallow ocean, what would happen is that water would have seeped down to this crack, and it would have actually started to dissolve the rock away through a process called dissolution. And that's actually what created our cavern. It was all of the water coming down through this crack and eating away the rock. So that's how our cavern was created. If you couldn't already tell, there are no formations in this room. And the reason for that is because of this whitish rock here. This is called dolostone, and it's very porous rock. I mean, there's a lot of really tiny holes in it. So when the water gets down to it, instead of letting it go through, it actually soaks it all up. So that's why we have no formations in this room. It's also the reason why the floor is a lot drier.
That's a flag. I heard the story.
I'm sure there is.
There was. I don't run like it's a pony. It's that rock up there, that white rock. Oh, and it's spewing mayonnaise. It's a clam spewing mayonnaise.